Hello, everyone. It's Monday, so that means we are back here at Horse Center. I am Wild Jamie, and with us is the marvelous Swiss Army Sean, and our special guest tonight, equally as marvelous as Sean. We have a jockey here who collects leading rider titles and stakes wins like nobody's business, incredibly successful. Welcome to the show, Marcelino Pedroza Jr.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Wow,
Thank you.
Jamie.
Oh,
But
thank
why?
you.
Wow.
Well, I mean, my best friend is Jamie Hernandez, Brian's wife. So
Oh
like
yeah, I know.
Jamie. So people were like, "Oh, it's Jamie," and then Wild Jamie. So
Oh,
but
okay, got it, got it.
but
I got it.
anyway, thank
All
you
right.
so much for being here,
No,
Marcelino. We know
thanks
you're
for having
super
me.
busy.
Thanks for having
Awesome.
me. No problem.
Wonderful. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to ask you about is your dad also was a jockey, and there was apparently some resistance from him as far as you wanting to attend riding school in Panama. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, it was. I went bad in the school. I ain't gonna lie. So my dad, after that, he's like, "Well, you better be a jockey," and he put me in the jockey school. I want to graduate in the 2008, but I graduated in 2009. So because my dad don't want me to be a jockey, he got so many broken bones, and he don't want the same thing to me. And now I don't blame him because I don't want
Right.
my kids to be a jockey either. So I got broken bones too, so I don't blame him. But I love what I do, and I keep doing it.
And you're so good at it. I mean, your success speaks for itself. I personally love watching you ride. You're an amazing, I mean, sorry, journeyman jockey. Sorry, everyone. I'm still getting back on track here after having a week off. But so, if you wouldn't mind, you spoke about your injuries. So I'm just going to jump kind of right into this because this is a pretty big deal. You won the Pure Courage Award in 2020 for coming back from back to back injuries, just one after another. So, your dad had great reason to be concerned for you. I mean, tell us about that journey if you don't mind.
Well, it was a tough year. It was a tough year for everybody, to be honest. In 2020, especially, it was. So, but for me, it was even tougher because I went down in January and then broke my collarbone, and then come back and working a horse, and I rode probably like 9 horses in Churchill, ready to be in Indiana, and got hurt again. And I was off like for pretty much for 8 months and a half out of the year. So and when I come back, I thought, well, hopefully he's the same as I know I have to work harder for it, but I did, and thanks God for the opportunity of the trainers and owners and support me, and keep doing what I used to do. So thanks God, I start doing good right away, and I keep going.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, 2021 was just a incredibly successful year for you once you finally did get back up. You rode in the Kentucky Derby. You won your graded stake race. I mean, what was 2021 like? Finally, after all that time having off and going through all that.
I know it was incredible year. I was riding 7 days a week, and it worked out. It worked out. After a tough year and come back, work hard, and the 2021, riding the Kentucky Derby. Really, no, is just to be on it is a dream from come true for anybody. Like
Of
I say
course.
when I interviewed before, I just when I was a child, I watched the Kentucky Derby, and I say, well, I just want to be in the pony one day, and look, I end up riding a horse, and did really well.
Yeah.
Thanks God, and it was a great trip for me, and finished fifth in the Kentucky Derby. So everybody was talking good about me, so I can't complain about it.
Oh, yeah, that's so amazing. So, what was that like when you first set foot at Churchill Downs on Kentucky Derby Day? You hear the old Kentucky home music playing. Tell us about that moment.
Well, it to be honest, it wasn't that I wasn't that nervous in that moment. I was more nervous when the last horse it was gonna in the gate, the number 20, and everybody started screaming. I mean, loud. I mean, I was like, wow. So and then I was like, well, game on. I have to be focused and do my job.
Yes.
And that was the only moment that I was like, oh, it got me chills. So I was like, wow,
I
I'm
mean,
here.
what's that like
Yeah.
navigating all that traffic with those 20 plus horse fields that we see in the Derby? It's so different from everything else we see here in the States.
Well, like I went and watched a lot of replays of the Kentucky Derby, and I did like that everybody kind of go out like in the 5-16 pole or through the quarter pole. So I was like, well, if I have on some horse, I'm gonna try to save some ground, and that's what I did. Just when I got there, and they keep going again, and they never come back to me.
Yeah.
So,
Well, the horses don't get any better than the Kentucky Derby horses. So,
oh yeah, it was a good group of horses. So Essential
right.
Quality and Hot Rod Charlie, Mandaloon, they're they're phenomenal horses. So when I got to them, they just keep going again. And
Did,
but thanks
did,
God I was there, and thanks God, like I say, I was. Thanks for the opportunity, of course, of the owner and the trainer. They have the faith on me to get in there and be in the gate with in the Kentucky Derby.
did that feel like the longest race of your career or the shortest race of your career? Like, how was it slow motion or did everything just happen so fast?
It was happened so fast. It was like it was like hopefully I'll do it again soon. I mean, I think
Oh, for sure.
you never think about not doing it again, of course. So I'm thinking about doing it again. I'm gonna work hard for it, and hopefully I can be on it again.
Yeah. I feel like the hardest one to get is your first Derby mount. After that, people, they know who you are, a lot more likely to like, all right, let's stick with our guy, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. They believe on
So,
you. Like I say, for the first time, it's always tough because they know you don't have the experience. So,
right.
but thanks
So
God, like I said.
we
Uh,
got a comment coming in here. Let's look at this real quick from David Terry. I hope I'm saying that right. Looking good, my
yeah,
boy. All right, you got
one
some fans out there.
one of the Luciana, my boy in Luciana.
Okay.
Looking good. Thank you.
So in 2020, as you were going through all of that, drudgery of being injured and trying to come back before you hit that high in 2021, did you ever rethink your career? Did you ever question what you were doing? Yeah.
Yes. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't thinking about it, about my weight when I went off. So I was eating and drinking. I mean, and after I weighed myself when I got a 1 month to come back, I was like, well, I'm gonna weigh myself and see. And when I weighed myself, I weighed 135.
Oh.
So I say, whoa, what I'm gonna do now? Well, I guess let's work hard. So
All right.
I put on Facebook. I put on Facebook a lot that I went running morning and afternoons, morning 2 times a day. So I went running, sweating every day. Went down with the food. I mean, I wasn't eating that much, so it worked out. And thanks God, I come back. When I come back after the month, I was like 117. So
Nice. I just have
no,
to say, Marcelino, you're such an inspiration. I did get into it with a few Twitter trolls this week who love to bash jockeys. And it just shocks me because I meet people like you every day who fight through horrible injuries, things that other people could never dream of overcoming and get back to being a professional athlete. The way that you guys have to fight to stay in supreme shape. I mean, fighting your weight. How many grown men can weigh 115 pounds? That takes so much discipline and so much dedication. I mean, it just shocks me that people could have anything negative to say about jockeys. To me, you guys are just superstars. Like, it's the hardest job out there, in my opinion. I might be biased because my husband is a rider. However,
it's
I see it with my own eyes, like the dedication and the
well.
skill.
Is it true? Because if you see soccer players, they just run. They when they supposed to get hurt, they're go around and they just get up and like us. If we stay down, that means you really hurt.
Yeah.
We just going to get up and ride the next race. Believe me.
Yeah, exactly. I know all these other sports, they have to like make a big show out of every little injury, and jockeys are like, "No, I'm fine. I know I broke my toe, no, it's fine. Keep me on the next race. I'm on the favorite. Let's go."
I already rode with a broken toe too. So
There you go. That's what I'm saying.
I wasn't gonna take off.
Yeah.
So, Marcelino, you ride pretty much at Horseshoe Indianapolis and Fairgrounds. Can you tell us about what's the difference between the two tracks on how you ride?
Of course, it's different because it's a shorter stretch in Indiana,
Yeah.
and in Fairgrounds a longer stretch. But you have some type of horse sometimes that you have to do whatever you have to do, and like today I have to kind of move, try something different with a horse. I move early, don't work out, so next time I try another stuff. And but here you have to like wait more, be patient more than Indiana because it's longer stretch and in Indiana it's more speed bias than here, so kind of like so that's why I ride more patient here and I like it. I like riding like that really because the first year in Indiana cost me that it was everybody was telling me like, man, you too much patience, so you gotta like put your horse in a position and try to finish up, put it more closer, be more aggressive. I did, and thanks God it's working out.
Yeah. Also, for your career, I don't know if you were. I'm sure you're aware of this. You're one win from career win 1400.
Yeah. It's
Awesome.
coming next week, hopefully.
Absolutely.
So we talked about what do you think is the toughest part about being a jockey? You said all the things that you have to do. What's the toughest? What's the part that bugs you the most?
Well, after that, I thought I was losing weight. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, oh, well, but like I say, I should take care of myself when I was off. But when I'm off, I really think about it. I mean, I was just having good time with my family and spending time with them, go eat with them, and have fun with them. Because normally, as a jockey, you don't have time for doing that.
Right.
So basically, the time off is the when you injure it, that's when you really have a time off, and so that's why I wasn't worried about it, and because if you put more worry about it, it's even worse for you.
Good for your mental health.
Yeah.
You mentioned your kids. How old are your kids, and do they like horse racing?
8 and 10. My boy love it, but I don't think he look like a football player right now. So I don't think he's gonna be a jockey.
So you're not to tell him any of your secrets, right?
No. I keep feeding him too good right now because I don't want me to be a jockey, like I said
But
before.
I have to say, speaking of the food, you're in New Orleans right now. To me, that's my favorite city in the world. What is your favorite food in New Orleans? Because every time I go there, I gain 10 pounds. So
Jambalaya, gumbo, crawfish.
yeah,
I love it. I love the food on here.
we're headed back there in
Okay.
like another month or two. So where is your favorite spot? We always like to hit up new restaurants and stuff around there.
I like Felix. I like Dragos.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's my favorite. Dragos even better than Felix, but Felix I do more often Felix, but I like Dragos too.
Okay, noted.
Favorite too.
You can't go wrong down there, honestly. I've been to eat at like 100 places and they're all good. I've never been disappointed. So
it's true. That is
Marcelino, besides family, who else were jockeys that really helped your career?
Well, beside my family, when I got here, like every jockey in the Jackson of Churchill trying to help me, even though I wasn't speaking English by that time. So, but they all was trying to help me in my corner, and everybody else trying to teach you. Even you learn something new every day in this business. So even now, if I have something that I think that I'm kind of like, oh, I shouldn't don't do this. What can I do? I've been asked the veteran riders or the one that got more experience than me, and they're more than welcome to help me, and that's what I like. And every junction that I'm going, they kind of like me. I like it. I'm good with everybody. I have no problem with anybody, and so it's good to have people in your side.
That always amazed me. You said you didn't know any English at all. So how did you do all the riding and learning? What did you do to learn English? And you're speaking perfect English right now.
No, I just learned. I just learned the track. To be honest, with Julio Espinosa, that he was my agent. He every time I was living with him. He let me live with him like for a year and a half or two. And every time I go back to the house, I say, Julio, I need to you need to teach me how to do this. I want to say this. So he told me in English and Spanish. So I try to remember all the time. And then try to remember, and texting with friends in English, and that helped me too. And many years now, 10 years. So they've been 12 years, to be honest. Them being here in the United States, that helped me because I never went to the school to learn English.
How long did it take you till you started really getting the English?
Like probably like 5 years ago. Probably, yeah, like got better. Even, well, to be honest, in like school stuff, like my kids, sometimes like what they even teach me. They even teach me like, oh, you're supposed to say this way. So okay, all right.
That's not
I
just you though.
personally-
That's every parent, I think.
Yeah. True.
So
I love
basically,
it though.
basically, I know about horses, about in the racetrack, but and the outside, sometimes like, oh, I don't know what you're trying to tell me, really.
I love it because I like to research for these episodes. So I will watch people's past interviews, and I love watching from when they first get here, then up. Like, it's just so amazing to see the difference. Like, you can barely understand people when they first get here, and then by the time they get to me, I'm like, you're fluent. And here I've been trying to learn Spanish for 10 years, pero es muy difícil para mí. And we've got a comment here from Sean Patrick Nolan. Love the duo of Marcelino and Fireball Baby. Absolutely.
Oh, I love her. I love her too. Hopefully, she's gonna be a good mama now. She's retired, so
Awesome. Yeah, looking forward to seeing.
I will
those
miss her.
babies.
Yeah, I will miss her.
Yeah.
So is that your favorite? Is that your favorite horse?
Gotta be. I cannot say her really, because I mean my Kentucky Derby have to be.
Right.
Even though I'm not riding him now, but I can meet him again soon. But I gotta be him. But her for sure is my second one.
And we've got another comment
Yeah.
here from the Peanut Gallery. I told you, Jockey Willie Martinez. Marcelino comes a long way. Great young man and a solid jock. Best of luck.
So
Thank
going
you, brother.
back to the English thing, and I'm sure this happens more the other way when people only know English and they don't know Spanish. But when you didn't know English, did you ever get yelled at by another jockey and had no idea what they were telling you? You just knew they were yelling at you.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, because I was like, oh, I don't think he's happy with me. I know that.
That's great.
I asked another guy like Jesus Castanon when he was there. He was close to me. So what he trying to say to me? So he tell me what he was trying to say. And even when I went to Tampa, I wasn't speaking that English that well. So still.
What do you think your biggest strength is, and what do you think your biggest weakness is yet?
I'm straining nothing. I mean, I'm not scared of nothing.
What
I mean,
do you think?
my weakness is probably the food, because I love the food and I like to eat, but sometimes I have to stop.
What about on the
Like-
track? What about on the track? Your biggest weakness?
Not really. I mean, I have
Yeah,
no
haven't you seen
weakness.
him ride? He doesn't have a weakness.
Yeah, I know. There's nothing in that.
I have run. I'm gonna say that I have witnessed. I mean, right now that I underhand, they have those stuff about whipping rule. It cost me a
Yeah.
little bit. It cost me a little bit because I have tried to get used to it. It still costs me sometimes. The I don't know. I don't really count when I'm hitting a horse. I just go with the
Yeah.
flow and try to win a race. So really, I wasn't. I'm not paying attention with that. But
Yeah.
thanks to Isa is not here in Louisiana right now. They win against them, so they're pretty much we can do. It's only gonna be fines, but we're not gonna be suspended.
Well,
That's
that's
the
good.
thing. Yeah, that's the thing. Is
Yeah.
got me over Indiana. I got three times happened to me. That
Oh, yeah.
so I was close to the next one. If the next one, if I do it again, I was gonna get 7 calendar days.
Oh, that's terrible. I know Willie got 3 days, like right towards the end of the meet. It was very frustrating. Lost out on some
Yeah,
winners
no.
there.
I mean, even with Fireball Baby, she was one. I hit it 9 times, so I passed
Yeah.
the limit. She cost me a fine and suspended 1 day, but it worth it. Well, when you worth it, it's all right. But when you don't
I
worth it, and then you're like, oh,
Oh, so much controversy there. I mean, we're discussing this, and like, I'm friends with riders. I'm married to one. I just see them getting days in suspensions and fines left and right over this whip rule. And then today there's this big controversy over Radosevich and Rivera right up there in Ohio. And he's like, I thought I was out of whips. He hit the horse 6 times. I can see why he was paranoid. He
Wow.
just lost a purse a week ago. It's crazy. It's like, there's no way to ride to where people won't complain. There's no way to do it.
Well,
So
the problem with the ride you're talking about is both were trained by the same person, so
no,
that's why.
one was Jeff and one was his son.
But they were family.
but
Yeah.
I watch the race and I don't see it. I don't see it at all. Like, he's trying and then he's out of whips and he's riding, and it is
so
what it is. But
I see him worse.
much
And
worse.
they ain't got
Worse.
no day.
Yeah. I
I
know,
ain't gonna
it's
lie.
crazy. I think that the name Radosevich has a lot to do with that situation, and I do feel bad for that jockey. I think he was lambasted.
He was trying.
But
He was trying.
yeah,
He was trying.
yeah, he was trying. It's ludicrous.
I mean, no.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. So tell us a little bit about when you won your first riding title, how that felt like to finally get those accolades and the recognition.
It wasn't Turfway. I mean, it was pretty much quick. So, I mean, it was after like 3 months that I got here. I got here in September and I started riding in October. And I got the leading title as apprentice, but I got it in Turfway. So, but now, to be honest, I cannot handle the weather over there. It's
Yeah,
too cold. And
justifiable.
with so many broken bones and plates and screws, it's bothered me a lot, and it's tough. They asked me like, oh, the person's gonna be higher and stuff, and I say, well, I don't think with the person is even higher.
No,
I ain't
I'm
gonna
with
feel
you.
right. That's probably my weakness. I probably the cold weather.
Yeah.
I hate it.
So when they said
now.
the purse change, you were like, did the weather change? Because if the weather didn't change, you're not going, right?
I ain't going, no. I hate the cold weather now. I mean,
Yeah.
it just I don't ride like I normally ride when the cold weather. I feel like this. I don't know why.
Yeah. I mean, look at Tampa. Our purses are
bones.
horrific, but
yeah, but the weather is nice.
yeah,
I love
we
it.
got 200 jocks just lining up to ride down here for these terrible purses. So
I have so much fun over there. I learned how to play volleyball in there.
hey, there you go. We are a party track. I will give us that. Tampa can party like nobody. But Nola too. Nola's not bad.
Yeah, but I learned how to play volleyball over there. I never played volleyball, but they teach me. Gallardo, Pablo, Billy.
Oh, those are my
they
guys.
was there too. Yeah, they was there, and they would try to teach me. I think I learned a little bit, not much.
Enough to hold your own. I mean, you're a professional athlete. I'm sure volleyball isn't too hard for you. And then the nice thing is you're on the shorter side, but so is everybody else. So height is nothing in this volleyball game.
Yeah.
So do you prefer night or day racing?
Day racing. Because
Everybody says that.
because I can eat quickly. Because when I ride, I only eat one time. So if it's night racing, and then I have to eat a little breakfast because I ain't gonna wait all the way to 11 o'clock or p.m. It's too much to wait. It's so long to wait. You're gonna be too weak. So during if it's in the afternoon, it's better for me because I just don't eat and go run what I have to do. If I have to lose some weight, I'll go lose some weight and go to the right races.
So what's your go-to meal at night then?
Oh, one, but a good one, like a normal person, not like on a diet, nothing like that.
What's your go-to meal?
I like seafood, especially when I'm here. Oof,
Yeah. Yeah.
so good, so good.
So Eddie
Not
Joe's
even close, especially to Indiana.
I can't
Not
imagine
good food
Indiana's
over there.
food is no.
No, there's not good food over there.
No.
Not
So-
even compared a little bit.
Yeah. Well, actually, Angel and Aubrey were over by our house today, and they were at Fairgrounds the last couple of years, and now they're here. And Angel's like, I don't remember the food at Tampa being this bad, but after being in New Orleans, it's
That's so good.
it's a difference. So Eddie Joe Zambrana says, Marcelino Pedroza, my man, good rider.
He's doing good, man. Keep it up, Eddie Joe.
Oh, and he's awesome. He's killing it down here. It's great. I love seeing him, take off. So Beverly Taylor, do you prefer a male or female horse to ride? Terry Hay is asking.
Well,
Thanks for the question,
that's a question like for a trainer. But of course, I'm gonna say a male because I'm a male. But I see some girls. They look like a boys. I mean, saying they're a boys, but they ride strong. Like Aubrey rides strong.
Oh yeah. But which kind of horse? Yeah, Aubrey. We've got some great girls here, honestly.
They ride strong. They don't look like a girl and a horse.
Right? Yeah. But which do you prefer to ride, like a filly and mare, or do you prefer a gelding?
Oh, okay. That's what you. Okay. No, I don't really horse. I don't really care.
You like the fastest one, right?
True. I don't really care about it. I really look like riding in the grass.
Oh, okay.
But we got no grass right now here, so.
Yeah. And we got another comment from Eddie Joe. Thank you, bro. We love Eddie Joe. Big
Eddie
fans
Joe's
of
the
Eddie
life.
Joe.
Eddie Joe's the life of the party in the Tampa Bay Jocks room, and he's not even a Tampa Bay jockey.
I know.
How does that happen?
I don't know. So, Marcelino, we were asking the jockeys here at Tampa Bay, and I will be in New Orleans soon, and I'm going to be hitting you guys up too. So I need your number after this. But anyway, so we were just asking them a few quick questions, and one of the questions was, who is the life of the party in the Jocks room? And half of the people answered Eddie Joe. Eddie Joe is not in the Jocks room. But I mean, people are like, Eddie Joe. Oh, he's great. So we were like, all right, we got a write in here. Answer Eddie Joe Zambrana, life of the party in the Tampa Bay Jocks room.
Well, if you say here, probably I'm gonna say another that is not a jockey. Deadeye. I don't know if you know Deadeye. Oh my God, he is the life of the party.
Right. Yeah. Well, we'll have another write-in answer. Well, there you go. You just never know where the party's going to come from. Oh.
So, Marcelino, what's your handicap? Do you like to study the form, or do you like to study replays, or a mixture of both?
Both. I do both, and actually, I do it in the morning after I work horses. I do it, and then if I have time, I take a nap. If not, I don't take no nap and do what I have to do before the race. But I like watching my replays, and that's one thing that my son teach me, to watch replay faster and to inspire over my phone. I normally just go on the calendar and go try to find the racetrack and try to find what race it was. And now he just tell me, look, Daddy, you just have to click in the horse name and every replay show up right there.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
Eric. I'm like, okay, all right.
Every parent experiences that too, where the kid somehow is
Yeah.
smarter than the parent and doing something like that.
I don't feel bad because I'm young, but he teach me how to do it. So now I don't have to waste more time than I normally do.
That's
It's
good.
quicker now, so I watch the replays quickly, and I can maybe I can take my nap.
He's
How many replays-
streamlining the process for you.
How many replays? Like if you're on a horse tomorrow and you want to watch its replays, how many races do you go back?
Depends. Like a horse today, there is I don't know how to get it to the winner's circle. I've been trying, and I win twice on the horse. I'm trying to get it back to the winner's circle, and he's keep finishing second and third and fourth. And I went to watch all the replays to see. I even remember, but I still trying to like, what did I did? And I can't, like today I moved early and still got beat. Next time I will try something different, like I said before. And in those kind of horses, I try to watch them all. And horses that I remember, I don't really watch it sometimes. And like a horse that I never rode, and then I watch the last one, or the one he wins.
Yeah.
When they win, that's when the one I watch. Because if you go watch every replays, you're gonna take forever.
Yeah. Trust me, as a handicapper, we don't get enough time to watch replays. It's very time consuming.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I mean, yeah, you're really gonna watch the last one probably, and then the one he win, the horse win, and that's it. Pretty much that's it.
But that's a good subject too. I have a hard time taking when a jockey is on a horse for the first time. Is it really that big of a deal, or can you kind of, by watching replays and stuff, you're ready to go?
Yep, by watching replay, you're ready to go. Really, I mean, don't get me wrong. Some horses run for one jockey, and some horses don't.
No,
I mean, just simple as that. Some horses like female rider, and some horses they don't like the boys. I mean, just like that. You never know with horses. It's all different, and you have to know him. You have to know him very well to get along with them.
All right. So one last question from me. We know you obviously you like being a jockey, but there's some things you got to sacrifice. You love family. You love your food when you can eat it. All that. What other hobbies do you do when you have the time?
Watch the sports. NBA, Pelicans. Like I'm a fan of Pelicans. Right now they're playing, and I told my kids to watching it right now. So I'll be watching it a little when I finish this interview.
Are they texting you updates?
No. They just start. I really don't like when they start. I like the finish better. Like when the game get more intense, and I don't like when they when it's by far in front. It's not really fun.
Well, they're playing good. They're playing good right now, so you got something to watch.
Yeah.
Any other sports?
Always sports. Like the only, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The only sport that I really don't watch like all the time is NFL.
Oh wow!
So what do the Pelicans play? I don't know sports. Who are the Pelicans?
Basketball, NBA.
Basketball, NBA. Yeah.
I only watch the Sport of Kings. I apologize.
So you don't watch the NFL. Do you watch the other kind of football then?
The playoff. Oh, soccer! I love it. That's my favorite sport, other than horse racing.
So, what did you think of the World Cup yesterday then?
Oh my! It was the best World Cup ever.
Who won?
Argentina.
Okay, Messi. I didn't know.
Oh yeah, Chino.
I didn't know.
You probably know. He was all over.
I didn't know. I really didn't. That's okay. I worked last night and I slept all day. Oh, we've got
social media.
Yeah, true. We got a comment here from Dina Michelle. How much information can you get from the trainer?
Well, I ain't gonna lie, and the information, when you go up there, you go with a plan. Like a jockey, you're supposed to go with a plan. And sometimes the trainer tell you like something different. You're like, oh, well, I guess I have to do what he say. If I get beat, he ain't gonna blame me. So I just go. They tell me something, I do whatever they want. I try
Right.
because sometimes they tell you like go to the lead, and then the horse break bad, and you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do go to the plan B. But if he tell me something like go to the lead and I can do it, I can go. So I try to go, even though my plan wasn't that one. But I do whatever they want if they tell me. But most of the trainers they don't tell you what to do. They're like
Right. Yeah.
you're just ride your race.
Yeah.
So that's
And
a good that's a good subject. Now, if they tell you to go for the lead, do you really battle that other horse that's going for the lead too? Because how many times do we see two jockeys just go at it?
Well, I try like pretty much I can try like probably like 150 yards. That's it. And then after that, that's it. If I can make it, I can make it. You see me trying, so it's too much. Or I to be honest, I think more than 100 yards. That's it. You're like, I give up. I
Yeah.
can make the league and make it. So he's faster than me. So I tell the trainer, hey boss, you see me trying, and oh yeah, I saw you. So that's it.
So what? Now you're not one of them because you say you won't do it. But how do you explain? Because bettors have a hard time with this when two or three jockeys just go all out and they go really fast all the way around and they just kill their
Well,
horse.
like I say, they might all got the same instructions. Go to the lead.
Yeah.
They kill each other, and they're like, well, and if you behind, then you're like, oh yeah, perfect. Thank you guys. Even though
Yeah.
sometimes doesn't work. Well, hold on, they're not gonna come back to me.
Yeah.
Even they keep going. You're like, wow. But
Yeah,
All right.
perfect.
Wonderful. All right. You got anything else there, Sean?
No, that's it. Glad we finally got to talk to you. Keep going, winning those riding titles, and we'll definitely see you back in the Derby at some point.
oh yeah,
Absolutely. And I will be seeing you soon. I'll be there partway through February, right before Mardi Gras. So.
all right. Well, hope to see you soon.
Yes. Thank you so much for being here tonight.
Then my man Willie coming.
Yeah, of course he is. I don't leave home without him. I can't.
All right.
He's like, I take him with me because then everywhere I go, people are like walking up to me and want to see me because they're like, oh, Willie. I'm like, oh, while you're here, hold on. I need something. Yeah. So, it works.
All right. Well, I'll see you guys soon, hopefully.
Yes, absolutely. Take care and have a successful meet.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, and hopefully I'll do it again sometime. So
For
absolutely.
sure.
Best of luck to you guys.
Thank
you too, Marcelino. Thank you.
Have a good night. Haha, big head Sean. He's great. I've never met him before. What a smart, talented, and nice young man, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, he was on my Facebook list, and it's one of those. One day I'm going to ask him to come on, and I asked him, got a reply right away, and glad I finally got to talk to him.
Oh, he's so nice. We got another comment here from Sean Petrolin. What a fabulous personality Marcelino has. I know. He was very easy to talk to. I love it when people make our job easy. Am I right, Sean?
Yeah, and he said about the English too. You wouldn't even tell that he came here and didn't know English. So
no, he speaks perfect English.
That part I'm jealous of because if you put me in say I was a jockey, which I never could be, but say I was a jockey, put me in a jockey for Spanish speaking people, I would never be able to learn the language as quick as these guys do.
Yeah, it is pretty incredible. I mean, I literally have been working on my Spanish for like a decade, and I can get through basic conversations, but could I have like a challenging conversation with a trainer? Probably not.
No.
Sí, bueno.
I took Spanish 1 twice, so I know some words and I can count. And I know when people speaking Spanish are talking about you because they give you that look like, yeah, you definitely are talking about me. But other than that, I got no clue.
Yeah, well, there you go. But whatever the case is, what else have we got going on this week, Sean?
So tomorrow, Pablo Morales returns, which will be another fun conversation. And then Wednesday,
so
for the first time, Eddie Gerardo.
Yes, Eddie Gerardo. Oh, my goodness. He's a trip, too. Let me tell you, he's another life of the party. He came down for our wedding and made it very entertaining. What happened at the wedding stays at the wedding. We are not going to discuss those details, but there were maybe some dancing, maybe some shirts coming off. Like, that's all I'm going to say. It was wild.
But there's some pictures to prove that too online.
Yeah.
So. Are there any pictures of Eddie online? Because I've seen some pictures and I didn't know who was who.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Okay.
Many pictures of Eddie online. But anyway, so yeah, that was a great time.
And then a couple more notes. Next week we'll be off, just taking off for the Christmas holiday that week. So Julie will return middle of January. So it'll be me and you off, and then you and I return again for Horse Center. Tomorrow we should be on YouTube. I guess we're not right now, but tomorrow we'll be back on YouTube. This recording will go on YouTube. And then Terry and Rich return tomorrow at 11:30 for another day of parks.
And I do have to give a little shout out. I didn't get a chance to do this yet, but Julie did awesome last week. So good. I tuned in and watched the shows. So proud of you, girl. You're killing it. She already handled StreamYard better than me, which that's not saying much, but you know. And I also just wanted to show you guys, look at this. How cool is this? I don't know how well you can see it on here, but Grandma Horse Racing, big fan of the show, tunes in and gives us so many great insights all the time and blows up our Twitter. Absolutely adore Grandma Horse Racing. She has made these really cool logos. Apparently she can do this with all kinds of stuff too, by the way, anyone who's looking for a logo. And then she sent me this as a wedding present. We got a couple cozies, and I'm so excited to use them. We always need these down here in Tampa Bay Downs. Gets a little warm, so we need something to keep our drinks nice and cool. But it's so cool. It's got my face, and then it's got some horses, and it says Horse Racing today. Love it. Absolutely love it. So cool. So check out Grandma Horse Racing on Twitter. GMA Racing, right? I think that's the handle.
I think so. Yeah,
But
it's funny.
anyway.
You talk to people on Twitter and you don't really know. You don't study the handle all the time because you already follow them, so you don't need to.
Right. I just always think Grandma Horse Racing. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Very cool. I absolutely love it. I love my swag, and I cannot wait to use it. I just got it today, so very exciting. But yeah, we've got some great shows coming up this week. Don't forget Picks with the Professor. What else?
Yeah.
Anything
Yeah,
I'm
well,
forgetting?
Picks with the Professor, we got a bunch of bowls games this week and next week. You definitely want to go to his YouTube, Picks with the Professor, and then Twitter at Professor Sides. Great follow, and you can see all his picks. And then also he does shows where he explains his picks. So it's great stuff over there.
Maybe I should tune in and get more informed because
No, that the
knows I'm
Pelicans
not.
play the NBA. No, that the Pelicans. He does cover the NBA too. So
okay. I need all the help I can get. I speak Spanish much more fluently than sports. So there you go. But anyway, all right. So whatever the case is, we hope that we will see you on YouTube soon, hopefully tomorrow. Hit us up in the meantime on any of our social media. Follow us anywhere. We are Horse Race, the number 2 day. If you get a chance, please check out our TikTok, our brand new social media that we just started, having so much fun there, if that's your thing. But whether we see you on TikTok or not, I know one place we absolutely will see you is in the
Winner Circle.
Winner Circle.
Yeah, Blake, Winner Circle. Have a good night, everyone.